Alright guys, what's going on? Thank you for joining me for this one. I'm going to go ahead and leave that window open and see if this light is legit enough for y'all to still see me. I never throw these in. This is my shoulder warm-up for upper body day. I'll do raises to the front, V raises, rear delt with a 5-pound dumbbell, and then a few sets of like 8 to 10 of these. So try those out. Really good for your rotator cuffs all around, or for your rotator cuff. But I just got done with this workout. It's not going to be too long. I didn't film every single thing that I did. It wasn't very packed. I actually went in later today and the crowd was good as far as how busy it was. But it's a pro in prep, Brett Wilkins, and another pro that's probably in prep were basically on where I was dumbbell pressing at the very end. So I didn't want to be filming around them. And a lot of times like filming makes me like pumped up, like I really want to perform well. And other times it makes me very uncomfortable because I know that people are either noticing or maybe having to avoid what I'm doing because they may get in the way. So I don't like that. But especially when someone's in a prep, I don't want to be causing any disturbance. So filmed most of the sets, but I wrote everything down in the gym. So it was a PR today. I was able to press the 80-pound dumbbells for a set of 10 and then 2 sets of 8. It's barely a PR, but I did take the 75 pounds to failure at 12 reps before. I kind of forgot what I did last week, so I thought I was gonna smoke like 80 pounds for sets of 10, no problem. So I tried to push 75 for 12 as kind of a warm-up, but I crushed these reps with very controlled eccentrics, if you're noticing, especially at the bottom. Just trying to get some arm work, yeah, just trying to like really load the forearms and the humerus bone as I'm holding that dumbbell. So again, slight PR, probably won't try to pre-exhaust with the 75 pounds, but honestly, when I got to my second set of 80 pounds, it was so tight and so intense on my pecs. So the high rep really does make a difference as opposed to just low rep in terms of blood flow, that feeling of cramping and soreness and stuff like that. So just a different feeling, and honestly I kind of like it, but it does definitely take away from your strength. It definitely zaps your strength. So a couple more sets of floor press here. I think I filmed all of them. I'll have to double check once I'm done with the voiceover, but yeah, I did 80 pounds. I think it was either 3 or 4 sets of 8 to 10. So my first set was 10 reps, and then I was able to bust out a set of 8, and then I think I followed that up with another set of 8. So just 3 sets with 80-pound dumbbells, and I thought that was enough, to be honest. I didn't want to push it, or my rotator cuff feels good, but it's really such a controlled movement that really uses a lot of stabilizers that I don't want to get excited with the weight and just stress my shoulders in a way that they're not being stressed with this lighter weight. Everything feels relatively under control. So let's watch this set and see how it goes. I'm not trying to bring my elbows that low. That's just kind of what's happening naturally. So I do recommend that you all try the floor press with the dumbbells. Be careful loading them onto your thighs. I tend to put one on and then I hold that dumbbell and I reach over. You want to use 2 hands when you're getting into your working sets, so you really could hurt yourself. But if you have friends around, just ask them to load a dumbbell for you. But yeah, this was the last set, I think, of 7 or 8. This last rep was tough, so I didn't even try to grind another one out. I was happy with that and happy with the PR and move on. So I did something different this time. I've been doing flat dumbbell and then the 1-arm press. I kind of just forgot and went into overhead press. And when I already finished a warm-up set, I realized it. So this is me hitting 95 pounds, I think, for a set of 85 pounds. And then I moved up to 95 pounds with a 25 on each side. So this actually may have been a set of 10. But honestly, stopping in my Adam's apple and really controlling this movement, I really feel it in my rotator cuff and in my triceps. So there's definitely 2 areas that I would benefit from having stronger, right? Stronger triceps for any pushing, for my overall look. I definitely want bigger triceps for my physique, from a physique standpoint. And man, to have healthy rotators that can extend fully. Like, you guys see me locking my elbows, it feels so good, honestly. What I'm watching right now, I would be envious if I was watching someone else, and you guys should feel that way about your training. There should be some things you do that you just dial it in and you know exactly you're doing the right thing and it feels good. And it takes time. It takes a lot of time to get there. So 95 pounds is nothing. I was pressing a plate. I was pressing 185 for a triple, but I just don't care about the weight. I'm eating so much food and I'm healing my injuries while increasing weights that I don't want to jump back to what I was doing. I think with the weights I'm using, I could maintain all this muscle. Like, I wouldn't get smaller by floor pressing 80 pounds forever. I think I would maintain a lot of it, 95% of it. If I go back to what I'm doing, I probably won't gain any muscle. I'll probably just aggravate injuries. So we're gonna recoup here, heal here. I already feel really sore, really challenged. That back workout left me sore till now. So, and the last back workout 2 days ago, I did the same overhead press. I just bumped it up a couple reps this time. So getting in there as often as I can, but I still need my rest days. So I did do a little biceps in between and the rope on my knees. Turkish get-ups with lighter kilogram dumbbell because I was cashed. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the Q&A. Peace. All right, everyone, what's going on? So sorry about the short leg training footage. I'm gonna start the video now. Sitting here to do some Q&As, which I may put at the end of the video, but it may be too long. But stay tuned because it'll be in the next upcoming footage. I'm just getting here to the comments. And yeah, before I went and did that bench session, I had a nice little intro here where I was talking to the camera, and apparently I wasn't recording. So I'm a little out of my mojo with traveling and just going through things, but I've been back for a while now, so it's time to do some questions. Enjoy the upper body video, and I'll see you guys soon. So Ectomissy says, I remember watching that Goggins podcast and it was pretty good. If you watched that, you're already like half of the way there. Just pull the trigger on the book. 1 second. You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you'll die without realizing your true potential. And not reading this book will probably not help you out, so get it. And then Luder said he listened to the book on audiobook, so if you don't have time to read it, which in itself is a motivating factor enough to sit down and make time to read it, apparently it's a worthwhile audiobook. Even though I think some people can learn great while listening, and I can, the actual process of reading is rewarding to me. So if you're not reading for a majority of the reason to actually read, then audiobook it. And apparently there's some extra quips and like blurbs that I'm sure are really good. Nick Iacano says, the fact that you've had so many setbacks with lifting, yet you're still chipping away. What's funny is that my worst setbacks in life have nothing to do with lifting, but they will express themselves through injuries by causing me injuries. Let's say, for example, you have a bad night with substance abuse, drinking, smoking cigarettes, or even something worse, cocaine, heroin. That in turn can derail your lifting, and then you have to overcome that setback. So I don't try to romanticize it and be like, oh, I'm doing everything great and I keep getting knocked down. I screw up and I have to suffer. And yeah, when that happens, you get reminded of your love and your passion for training. It's kind of like you take it for granted and you do something stupid and then you have to live with it. So that's what life's all about, correcting that and becoming wiser. So yeah, setbacks are there, but I'm grateful that I can still lift, and I'm definitely more appreciative of it now. LOL at those old ladies there at the end, standing there with your pants around your ankles. I forget what part of the video that is, but that sounds about right. Patricia McQuarrie says, I'm heading for surgery on my rotator cuff Tuesday. Take care of yourself. This was a month ago, so if you want to DM me and just let me know how you're feeling, yeah, go for it. I'm sorry, I hope you're healing well. Lico says, I need calves, so find a good standing calf raise. Let's see, let's say your max calf raise is half the stack. That's all you can do. Do half that. Do a set of 20, add a little bit, do a set of 15, add a little bit, and do sets of 15, 2 or 3, until you feel like you're going to die. Like 8 might have been failure, go to 15. And then stop, 4 or 5 sets, full range of motion, pause at the bottom, pause at the top, finish the range, stand tall. Do that twice a week, and you will be sore every time, and yeah, you'll grow. Joe P says, I'm glad you're posting more again. Your workout footage is my go-to. Thank you for saying that. The last 2 sessions I've had filming were very upsetting. I couldn't find good places to put my camera. Everyone kept being in my way, which is kind of a selfish, entitled thing to say, but it felt like everyone was in my way. So thank you for appreciating it, because I need, you know, sometimes it helps just to know. Mr. Sun Turtle says, thanks a lot for this, bro. He's dealing with an injury, and he says he feels that many people who take their body development seriously know that dealing with an injury can make you depressed. And yeah, a lot of us who do have developed physiques, we're doing it because of insecurity or passion or both. And when you lose progression and your insecurity goes up as that progression goes down, and your ability to express your passion goes down as your injuries go up, it can be like doubly as traumatic. So I feel for you and I empathize. If I see someone with a great physique and they're limping or with a brace on, it breaks my heart. So I know what it feels like. So yeah, you have to just feel better and find things to get better and find people who will love you even when you're 0 out of 10, because they know that at your best, you know, that's someone they want to be around and that's someone you want to be. But when you're down, yeah, it's always good to have some help and reach out to people who are going through what you're going through. So just, I guess, I know he won't see this, but I guess one of the most helpful people on social media for me was Artemis Dolgan, because he tore his rotator cuff last year. And seeing him battle that, honestly, like broke my heart for him. So yeah, it made me feel a lot better about going through what I'm going through. Michelle Paravani.